welcome to Cello. Established over 28 years ago by my father Brian, our company is built on a passion for quality and a commitment to excellence. For the last 12 years, this 50,000 square foot site has been our home, housing everything from TV production to sales, consumer support and logistics. So let's go and have a look around. This is the starting point. Here at Goods In, production parts are delivered and processed. Let's go meet Paul. Hi Paul, you're our longest serving employee here at Cello. Tell us, how long have you been with us and what's happening here at Goods In?
Hi Susie, I've been here 19 years this year. Goods come in this door here, processed, checked and delivered down to production.
Great, thanks. Let's go and have a look at production. Let's meet Andrew Rowe, who heads up production here at Cello. Hi Andrew, can you tell us about what you do here at Cello?
Yes, I'm the production manager here. I'm responsible for making sure that our production lines produce what we need to and maintaining the quality standards that we have in place.
And you've got quite a family connection with Cello, haven't you?
I do, yes. My father's worked here for around 15, possibly over 15 years. He is our Chief Technical Officer. I ended up helping him design a new range of speakers because he was looking for help with digital artwork, and that led to me being pulled in because I knew too much about the TVs we were making.
Could you give us a look around the production line, please?
I certainly can, this way.
Thank you.
So we build a handful of different models here. We do a lot of our own brand, and this one here is actually a custom build we're doing for another customer. However, whether it's for a customer or for ourselves, they all follow roughly the same procedure, whereby we'll unpack on the far side of the line. We'll add main boards and any other components like DVD players first. They'll go around the edge of the line and we will cable manage them so that all of the cables are connected, tied down in the right place. We'll then assemble any of the back panel with any screws and make sure it's fully assembled. We'll also then move down into our testing section, whereby we test audio, video, and any of the input and output connections before they go out of the factory, so everyone has been on and checked.
Yeah.
After that, it will go upstairs to our aging line, where it'll cycle the entire aging line for its production, where it's on and working, so if there's any faults that happen in the first few minutes, we know, followed by an electrical test to make sure they're all electrically safe. And finally, it will come down to our checkers, cleaning screens and checking all the components are together, and finally packed to make sure that the box is secure and safe. This is line 2. This bit here is our connection test station, where we check connections on all of the TVs that come through. We will check the aerial connection, we'll also check the satellite connection. We check things like the HDMI and the optical out to make sure we've got audio and video on all of them. It's also used if we have a DVD in it to check the mechanics of the DVD player and the video of that. We'll also use this opportunity to check for any pixels, any problems with the screen, any scratches, marks or blemishes. And the very last thing they'll do at the test station is they'll put the TV into a burn-in mode where we've got power to it on different colored images so that it runs throughout the entire production line for the first 10-15 minutes of its life. And if there are any problems in that first 10-15 minutes, it's on and it will help us to identify any faults.
Very good.
So when our TVs come out of burning mode, they come to our final checks, whereby we'll have all of the film, protective film taken off the TVs, check for any scratches, marks, blemishes. Our checkers make sure that all of the accessories and components that go with it go into the box as well. It'll then move on to our high pot test, which is an electrical test to make sure all of our units are electrically safe, and then it'll be passed on to our packers.
So Andrew, it looks like we've made it to the end of the line.
Yep, this is the final step. This is where we'll pack things away and hand them over to logistics.
And after this point, are there any further quality control checks?
There are, yes. So now and during the entirety of production, we'll be taking handfuls of the units that come off the line off for full quality control inspections. If you'd like, we can have a look at one of them now.
Let's go for it. So Andrew, this is quality control. What's happening here?
Yeah, this is one of our 2 quality control areas. This is where we'll take the first couple of TVs off of every build that we make and put them on for the duration to help us spot any problems that might occur. What we'll also be doing is on our production line taking random ones as they come off of the builds and doing full spot checks on them. So we're constantly testing as the TVs are being produced, and this is where we'll take them.
Brilliant. Okay, I'm off down to logistics, but I'm coming back to see you later to talk about new product development.
No worries.
So this is John Farrell, who's in charge of logistics and has been with Cello for over 18 years. Hi, John.
Hi, Susie.
Can you tell us a bit about what your role is here?
My role is the logistics and warehouse manager for Cello Electronics.
And we've seen a TV off the production line and through quality control checks. What happens to it after that?
The warehouse team will collect the pallets from production and it'll all be racked, put away, ready for the orders to be picked at a later date.
And after that, you're dealing with all orders from small individual websites up to big pallet orders. How does all that come together?
So those orders are placed on the system by the sales teams or ordered online through websites, and then all of the paperwork is raised by either the call centre or the picking team, and then it's picked and labelled ready for delivery.
So it sounds like you've got a lot to do. I better let you get on with it.
Thanks, Susie.
Cello has always been an innovator. We were the first UK brand to sell a TV with streaming facilities, including BBC iPlayer and YouTube. We've also pioneered 12-volt TVs, solar TVs and integrated DVD players. Let's go back to Andrew and find out more about the new product development process. Hi Andrew, you're not off the hook yet. What can you tell us about the new product and idea development?
Yeah, so developing new things is something we're always doing here at Cello. There's always kind of something new on the horizon that we're looking towards or looking into. The most recent things that we've done, we have a handful of new speakers that we've integrated into some of our smaller TVs. They sit slightly proud of the actual frame itself, giving it much better audio quality for something so small. We've also found of late that we can actually integrate some much better speakers into some of our larger sizes, 43s, 50s and such. And they're beginning to sound really, really good. It's almost like you don't need a soundbar with a lot of them.
Fantastic, thanks Andrew. I'm going to go and find out about customer service now with Sue. Hi Sue.
Hi Susie.
So you've been with us at Cello a long time, haven't you? How long have you been here?
I've been here 13 years, Susie.
And what about your team? Tell us about your team.
My team, I have 2 full-timers,
Yep.
which is Jane, who's been here 10 years, and Emma, who we've had for the last 11 months, and I have a part-timer, which is Rachel, who's been here 10 years as well.
And Emma's your daughter, right?
Oh yes, Emma's my daughter.
Yeah. Keeping it in the family.
Keeping the family business, family staying.
And tell us what's going on in this office.
This is your first point of contact with Cello, either via phone or via the door coming in to see us. We have the calls coming in, either sales calls or repair calls. The calls can be for soft fixing or we can be doing sales calls. If we can't help them, then we will refer them to our retailers or back to the retailers for an exchange.
That's great, thanks Sue. Right, I'm going to go upstairs now and have a chat with Steve and Brian.
Okay, see you later, Susie.
Bye.
Thank you.
So Steve, you're our commercial director. Brian, you're our CEO. Steve, we've had a really good look around the factory. Why do we manufacture in the UK rather than abroad like others?
Well, Susie, it's about the quality. We have complete control, as you would have seen today, about what comes into the factory. We have quality control of every single stage as it goes through the factory, and then of course as it exits the factory. That's the key reason we're here.
Apart from the UK factory, what makes Cello unique in the marketplace?
We're really unique because we're not just in TV, mainstream TV. We have what you would see as niche markets, but high volume niche markets. And that is our traveller TV, aimed at the caravan and boating fraternity. And then we also have DVD players within our TVs. Very retro, but still very popular.
So, Brian, we've come a long way in the last 20 years. What's the plan for the future?
At the moment, our major market is in the UK, but last year we started selling to Europe, and we have plans to greatly increase that over the next few years. We're market leaders when it comes to things like 12-volt TVs for the mobile homes and caravan market, and we've started selling these also now in Spain, Italy, France, Germany, and we will continue to do that and advertise there, and so we see some big market potential for us in those areas. We now have what I believe is the best sound in the industry on 16-inch to 24-inch. I don't think anybody who can get anywhere near us.
Yeah, we've seen those speakers firsthand downstairs.
Yes, and you thought how good they were, right? Well, we're now working on doing something similar for large screen sets from 40-inch upwards. Also this year we plan to launch a range of products into richer sounds, 43, 50 and 55-inch sets, specially designed for them with this new sound. So there's still lots to do in order to expand our business in the future.
That was great. Thanks very much, both. I'll leave it to you, Brian, to sign off.
Thank you. Well, thank you, everybody. Thanks for watching all of this time. We hope you've managed to stay with us. I also hope that in the future, if you do decide to buy a new TV, make sure it's a Cello.